Hi, my name is Happy Zhou and I'm originally from Zimbabwe. I'm currently in Australia. I came to Australia to study at Curtin University. And when I came over, I aspired to be a civil engineer. So I studied for about a year in that field. And I pretty much went through that year and I failed twice or three times at what I was studying in some subjects. And what happened was I started questioning who I was and what I was here for and whether I really wanted to be an engineer. And throughout my university life, pretty much, I used to go to parties and spend time with friends in nightclubs and everything. But I really didn't enjoy that lifestyle. I found it unfulfilling. I always felt like there was a gap inside of me and something was missing. And 2010 went by, 2011 came, and I was still studying in engineering, but I'd taken up a new interest in studying a lot of business literature, reading a lot of finance books and successful people. And what happened during that time, I had a change of heart, and I remember telling my dad that I wanted to change my degree to finance. So I changed my degree to a finance major, and I started living into that entrepreneurial dream that I'd taken up, and I was passionate about this, but I still continued spending time at the nightclubs and enjoying time with friends. But I discovered that I was reading a lot of business literature, but then I wasn't really reading much of my Bible. And for some reason, I just thought to myself one time when I was home in December 2012, I'd visited home and I just thought to myself, I need to be reading my Bible. I need to figure out, the Bible more as well, and I started reading it 5 minutes every day. And 2013 came, I came back to Australia to finish off my degree, and it was during that time that I actually stopped immediately after coming back. And I also I started going to church a lot more, and then I cut back on going out to parties and clubs and started playing sports and hanging out with a different crew of people that I never usually hung out with. And I went to a church called Riverview Church every Sunday, and went to that church a lot more, and I enjoyed the times that I was there. I used to take down a lot of notes in my phone, and it was during that time that I met a friend at Riverview Church, and that friend, this girl, we became very close friends. We started hanging out a lot together. But there was one thing that she used to say a lot to me was, you need to put God first in your life. You put money too much ahead of everything you do. And I never quite understood what she meant by you need to put God first in your life, because I used to go to church every Sunday. I used to go to Bible study or small groups once every week with her. So the relationship was not so good because we used to argue a lot. We had many differences and different ideologies, and we just never came to one common ground. And within a space of 2 months, we had broken up, and she had gone to America for holidays. I stayed back here trying to figure out what happened. And I went through a period of pain where the only place that I sort of figured out that would maybe help me to offload that pain was praying to God and reading my Bible. And I prayed for about a week. And at the end of that week, there was one time I prayed. I'd come from work, I prayed really hard, and I read my Bible, and that pain had faded away. And I was literally shocked because I'd never experienced an answered prayer before on my own. And I'd never read the Bible the way I was reading it during that time, because I read it every day for long hours, And after that, I was convinced that God was there, because when my friend used to say, you need to put God first in your life, I never quite understood what she meant. But after I had the answered prayer, I understood what she meant. And I went a month after discovering this. I felt more peaceful. I was enjoying just being a simple person. And then I decided to go around and search for one of my friends that I knew who was a Christian. And this guy, I called him up one time, and he was Adventist. And I asked him if they were having any Bible studies during that week, and he told me where they were having them, and it was actually at the university campus where I was studying. And that's how I came to an Adventist church, because I started going to these Bible studies, and eventually I just found myself also going to church with these people, and I had made a new circle of friends. I enjoyed my time there, and I became Adventist from there on, and this is my story.